All right, welcome back, everyone. Thank you for tuning into another little live stream that we were doing here. I'm joined by Mr. Hazed himself,
Yo, yo.
and today we're gonna do our regular scheduled programming. All right, check out what the markets did today, see what the markets can do tomorrow, see how the things that we have covered played out. Right. So first things first, stick a gander. Right, all of the levels that we have outlined played out beautifully. We had a little animal right here, right? Pretty close to our target. A little bounce zone. All right, so that played out nicely. And look at that. Look at the top tick right here. almost almost where we wanted to go. So right now, right, these are kind of those things. I'll delete them so that they're not kind of cluttering our chart. We saw them play out. That's enough for us. Right here, this morning. Few things we were looking at. Was this on the 4 hour? No, it was on the hourly. Right. I mean, since last night, we were kind of saying gap fill afterwards. We had this 4 hour range outlined right over here. This 4 hour initial retrace into the 50%, sell down to our target, and then rip up from there, right? You can see how well none of those all of those bodies respected that level, right? We didn't have an hourly close below this level, so it kind of gave us that continuation up. The hourly or the 4 hour hourly gap right here still kind of held, honestly, so it's not too bad. I love these levels that we took out. That was nice. Cleaned up some shit. LR to the downside. Just straight pump through all of it afterwards. So that was kind of nice. Right now, right, we broke through this fair value gap, or we grinded through it, and now we're just kind of consolidating in it. FOMC tomorrow too, so it can kind of play into some price action. We had ER earnings this today, right?
What?
We had earnings today on microchip?
Yeah, we had AMD and SMCI.
Aftermarket.
Yep.
Was this the reason for this fucking?
AMD, I think it went up like $7 and then gave it all back. Typical advanced money destroyer. And then, yeah, SMCI died.
Advanced money destroyer. Love that. Yeah, AMD's ass. Like I said, I won at fucking $60.
Just
Nothing more, nothing less. $60. Fucking give it.
there's other fish in the sea.
Right now, right? We have taken previous day high. I am speculating an outside day, given FOMC tomorrow. Possibility of coming down over here. We had some nice plays this morning too, with like this outside hour and outside 4 hour as well. Kind of those little liquidity sweeps, right? If we go on the 5 minute over here, we can kind of see what price did, right? So we had this range right here. We took the range OTE. Price came into this range OTE right there, rejected back down from it, and just kind of started selling from there. We were kind of, when was I playing this? I was playing this around like 4 a.m. I was taking shorts over here down to this level right there. And that was beautiful. And then we took some longs as well. So we took this liquidity. Price could not displace below it. Took some longs, wrote them up a little bit up to these liquidities right there. That was good enough for us, right? We called it a fucking day. On that was pretty much it on the day. I mean, we didn't do anything crazy. Didn't have anything like super, just playing these levels, right? On the 1 minute over here, you could have played this liquidity sweep, right? First liquidity sweep, second liquidity sweep. Measure this manipulation leg right there, right? Put a standard deviation on it. You can see the delivery to -4s right there, almost to -5. Well, I think we did hit the -5, but -5, 618 right there. That's the level as well. Hit that, reject it back down from there, kind of consolidate it, sell back down. Then over here, swept this liquidity right at market open. And then just a fucking ripper of a candle. many fucking points was this? Quite a few. Quite a few shiny shekels. But yeah, this was kind of the honestly more of a better play, more of that patient waiting gameplay over here, waiting for this liquidity sweep and then displacing out of it, showing no displacement. Not even on the 1 minute, we didn't have a body close below this liquidity right there. That 19,749.50 that we have outlined, talked about it probably 10 times in the Discord. I mentioned it so many times on live and to everyone. Was the level. Swept it, no body close below it, continuation up, right? So over here, let's do a little outline just for ourselves, right? If you guys have any questions at any point, make sure you just ask them in the chat. We'll answer them. We'll get to them. Appreciate you all for tuning in, for watching, for liking, for seeing what we're all about. If you are new to this as well, make sure you check out www.papertraders.io. That is the go-to website. We have recently dropped our prices as we do believe in just like accessibility for all. You know, we are not providing alerts. We're mostly focused on education, so it makes sense. You know, we're not like spending our time over here, you know, day in, day out trying to make sure that you're getting into these plays. We just want to outline them for you, right? Want to make sure that you're actually learning how to trade, not just blindly taking call out switch. You know, it's kind of the name of the game is a scam, I would say.
Yep. And like I said, I put the announcement on our WAP, but it's like just because the price is lower doesn't mean we're doing less work. It's just like you said, accessibility and the fact that we're not sitting on live for 8 hours a day. Like we don't want to add that kind of noise to your day.
Exactly.
I used to trade like that. I don't think it's a positive environment to be trading in. I think a community is great to
Yeah.
run ideas by, to talk things over, to have like a support system, but you don't need to hear 100 different people's opinions all day long while you're trading.
Exactly. And that's why we have the breakdown of our channels, right? Everybody's kind of separate. We have a main chat where everybody can kind of talk, see what the overall maybe bias is for everyone in terms of what everybody sees. But for the most part, in terms of our analysts, everybody has their own separate channel. That's where we post our things, post our plays, we post our outlines, and it doesn't interfere with each one, right? It kind of, you select what aligns with you and then you trade that.
Yep.
So that we are all not necessarily on separate pages, but we're all staying on the same page of, you know, education first. We want you to learn how to trade rather than just kind of blindly following. The only things we really alert is crypto, just because it's so easy, and for us to just kind of like tell you like, hey, we're waiting for this target to hit, and it's going to be way easier instead of telling you what contract to buy on fucking SPX calls, XPX puts, and shit like that. No, we're not about that.
Yep. And
We don't want you
mostly
to.
just like the education channel. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like literally 15 plus completely organized, custom, handcrafted educational stuff. Like there's so much out there that I organized it in a way that it's streamlined.
Yeah. Yeah, everything that we have is nice and streamlined. You know, you're able to access the community. You're able to find everything easily. So it's exactly what you're looking for is going to be where it's supposed to be. All right, we don't have a bunch of just random shit. It's everything that's supposed to help you grow, not just to fill the. It's like an essay filler, right? Where you just like throwing random fucking words. We don't have that.
Fluff. No fluff.
Yes, thank you. That's the word. No fluff, just real shit, real value. That's what we believe in. We cater this to the things that we wish we had when we first started trading, and it's the way it's turning out. I love it, and I'm hoping you guys can take away from it and actually use it to actually learn, right? right now, that was kind of the outline, right? We kind of said a little outside day possibly on Q. I just, the way this pumped up over here, I'm not too confident in it yet. We have this fair value gap right there that we could not displace. Daily, monthly, let's take a look at that. See the reason I'm saying outside day? Oh, look at that. Yeah, this is what I was talking about the other day. This little power of 3. Right? How we have this big candle, 2 down, and then up candle. So this could still, right? This could still go to that previous week high. We did take this liquidity out. In terms of just like higher time frame, maybe I would love to see an outside day just for the sake of liquidity sweep and how this daily opened, but it doesn't have to. You know, it's nothing nothing new. PPT, OTE, not OTE. I want to CCE. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think it's she's doable. She can send that big wick up there. The way this weekly is looking also is looking a little bit more like it wants to have that previous weekly high, Tuesday low of the week kind of thing. And I like the liquidities that we swept. So in terms of like maybe higher time frame, it is looking actually a little more upsidey. Previous week high being target. Thoughts? Questions, comments, concerns, anyone? Let me see. Looking at, let me write this down as well. Looking at the HTF figures. Not the power of 3, the
Rising.
yeah. Maybe that's what they'll do tomorrow, right? Come up, take that, sweep that previous weekly high on Powell news, whatever he might fucking say, whatever he might fucking yap about, and then sell down from there. No, anything's possible here in this trading environment with Trump and Powell and everyone and everything going on, right? We can also easily say that the shit that they're saying has already been priced in, right? It's not to say that it's like that it's not. And whatever Mr. Bird was saying yesterday. For anyone that listened.
It did make a lot of sense what he was saying.
Yeah.
Like, people are historically comparing a lot of things to something that happened once and not looking much further past that one time during COVID. And I do get that.
Mm-hmm. In terms of like at least like, you know, weekly bias wise, we can come up and sweep that shit. But in terms of like still higher time frame, right? Like we were saying, we this is like the first monthly fair value gap that we have put in. And this could easily just yield some good downside. We are fucking 6 days into this month. That's insane. Dang. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, 6 days into a month, and then this is where we're at, right? We tapped into these liquidities over here, and look at the way the scandal is just like building out to be. At least 50% of this wick would be something that is not out of the picture for me. Like we can come up, sweep this liquidity right almost into 705 of what's the range of the whole, like the range of this big downside that we had, right? 705 and then just a rejection down from there. That's not something I'm putting as out of the picture, or something that's like, oh, it can't happen. It definitely can. Right? So something like this, right? Maybe that's what the Powell driver will be, right? Give us that weekly, give us this little thing, and that will be kind of that news driver that gives us that actual downside after this liquidity sweep. Questions, comments, concerns? Anyone? Anything? Speak now or forever hold your peace. All right. It's kind of that higher time frame outlook that we might have. This hourly does look like it wants to maybe come down. I just don't like this structure, but the 4 hours still looks like it wants to top. Four hours still looking decent.
Let me take a peep.
But honestly, like anything like overnight, I mean, I guess typically overnight FOMC, yeah, we kind of just chop around, do a whole bunch of fucking nothing. Then daily open up, right? We open up in the morning, do our fucking thing, do the one move to trap, and then consolidate the rest of the fucking day up until FOMC, and then FOMC gives us the fucking shtick move or down move and up and down and grab you by the balls and twist it a little bit. The whole shebang with that.
Please be careful tomorrow.
Yeah, probably no trade day for me tomorrow.
No,
unless there's a really clean setup in the morning. Like a really, 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 really fucking clean one. Which has just been the focus more recently.
Yep.
So right now, what I'm watching is just this fair value gap right here. See how this plays out. If we do just close below it, that'd be ideal. Just to sweep this hourly, right? And then from there, I can see more upside. That's just for me being a little bear boy. Not even bearish. We play fucking whatever chart presents.
Price action.
Huh?
Just happens to be more bearish most of the time.
Yeah. Just happens to be more downside play focused. Crypto, right? Our animal over here on FET has played out like a fucking beaut. Look at this shit. Can't make it up.
Insane.
Point D, right? It's just something that we love to trade here. It's one of the tools that we absolutely love to use. Over here is our little animal patterns, right? If you do come in here, I mean, if you want to do a fucking one-on-one with me, I'll tell you all about the animals. Not all about them, but I'll tell you the extent of my knowledge. I'll share what I have.
Yeah, I think we got to get that little PDF going.
I think so too. That's gonna be a little member exclusive of PDF when that comes out. We'll do a little animal PDF of what I look for, things that you could be looking for, and then we'll provide I have a little cheat sheet that I always refer to. So that will be included in the PDF as well. It's a nice one. Let's see, let me make a post. This animal. But yeah, I mean, crypto, that was like, those were the plays. But we said at the beginning of the week, or I think Sundays when we streamed, is I was just saying, okay, well, everything could retrace and give us an outside week. Look at Link, 618 of the range, right? Of the daily range. We came down. The way this weekly closed was just ugly, right? Didn't sweep anything. So I was like, okay, well, next weekly can come down into OTE, sweep the previous week low, and then we can come back up to the high. So that's kind of what I am looking for right now on everything crypto wise that we have covered. It it's done it on everything, right? We have our FET did this thing, Jupe did that thing, Doge did that thing, Sheep did that thing. Everything has swept its previous weekly low, right, and retraced into some form of OTE or gave us something, right? So like the way they left these wicks at the top, this is I'm looking for upside from here. Like doesn't have to be right like just a huge move, right? It can come back, retest this monthly, and then go from here, right? Doesn't have to be straight up, but this is just kind of that general thing that I'm looking for right now, happening on crypto in terms of those plays. So if you're with it, you're with it.
I like Doge 15-minute right now a lot.
Doge 15. Kind of even hourly.
Or 30.
Or I mean even daily's looking good. I like daily.
Hourly. Perfect. That little sweep under the weekly open into that FUG.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm liking the way these things are. And now see how this held right there, this fair value gap held right there, this OTE held over here. So it's kind of that continuation up into this. Still liking the way these lows, this midnight open. So maybe once we tap this 15-minute fair value gap right here, we can see some sort of reaction. That would also be the hourly fair value gap. The only thing 4 hour could come down, right? I'm looking more of like the hourly time frame. Hourly looks like it might want to do a little come back, retest this, maybe come down, take this low, and then the next 4 hour can sweep that low and then come back up. It's just speculating out here. It's just a speculating out here, speculating lad. Is that racist?
No.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's about it. I think we also had like kind of decent animals or like form of animals on these. It's kind of little M pattern ish. But yeah, I really loved this one. FET was probably my favorite animal. It was just like so perfect the way it was structured out, the way it played out, the way the D point was lining up with OTE right here as well. That was perfect. That's pretty much what animals are. It's just OTE, honestly. If you look at it and like put your OTE on there, it just kind of gives you more of a confirmation of where price could go. Is that it? Are we calling it a night here? Do you got anything, sir?
Just looking through crypto. I really love Link daily still.
Yeah.
A lot.
Linky poo.
But yeah, no, I worked on a bunch of stuff behind the scenes today that you'll see on our feed over the next couple of weeks. Just clean stuff up, added more value,
Mm-hmm.
a little more professionalism.
As always.
But yeah, feeling good.
Yeah, on that, if you are new to this, make sure you do check out those. You check out that website, www.papertraders.io. That will be your go-to website for everything. We have all of our links on there. All of the social medias are on there. If you also scroll down all the way to the bottom of that main page, you'll see a little link to go view previous live streams, and that takes you directly to our channel where we show all the previous live streams that we have done, and you're able to just kind of view them at your own, and see how we have done in the past, see what we've talked about in the past. I suggest checking some of them out. We're working on putting some shorts out for for those previous live streams that we have done, just to kind of show you those things that we've talked about, the education that we've brought, and just those little calls that we have made. Other than that, check that out. Give it a like, give it a share. Bernat, you know, if you help us spread the word, we'd greatly appreciate it, you know, and we appreciate you guys tuning in. If we got at least 5 people to give this a like and give this a retweet, that'll be amazing. Give it a little live stream, a little live stream love. You know, we don't ask anything in return except for you guys to share. These live streams are completely free to y'all, to everyone. And the people in Discord get a little extra, get a little sauce, as we may say. They get that extra special deal. But on that, if you guys enjoyed it, if you guys liked it, we appreciate you for tuning in. And we will see you tomorrow morning. We'll do a little pre-market stream for everyone. And yeah. Do you have anything else, sir?
No, sir. Just stay safe tomorrow. Be careful.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow morning.